Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler V series videos I do for the water. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm gonna talk about the stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie. I got this item on clearance, so it only cost $1. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I am inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. That is not the case today. I actually got these a couple days ago. I hopped on out to Walmart, was just buying some basic bitch supplies. And they always have, I don't know about, nationally or globally or how it goes, but at least around me, all the Walmarts, they all have this little section by their entrance and exits where it's like, just like a little off the chute thing. There's like a cooler section, and then there's like, like snacks and things and everything. It was like Snacks Nation, basically. And I always like to pop in over there, see what they've got, because sometimes they have new items over there. And I turned a corner and I was like, that's not a new item. That's not a new item at all. But it's only $1. So there we go. What am I reviewing for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Only $1, eh? Boom! It's these. It is from Wonka. These are the Magic Hat Gummies. See the new movie. It's not new anymore. It came out and is no longer in theaters, as far as I understand, the time I'm doing this. Yeah. So obviously these were a tie-in with the Wonka movie. I mostly missed that cycle of like products. IHOP actually had a special burger, and I wanted to review that, but I missed it. And then I guess these existed at that time, and I just somehow missed those too. But for $1, sure, man, we'll do it. So let's get a thing for the thing. Can we? Something like that. Yeah, I think that works. We'll do it. Ha 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 ha! And let's give it a go. Apparently we got magic berries, strawberry watermelon, raspberry grape, and orange strawberry. Let's see if I actually get them all, because I've had a run of bad luck with gummies lately, where gummies and stuff like that, like just I haven't been getting all the flavors I'm supposed to be getting. It's gonna be the easiest way. Are you a terrible thing? Yeah, you're terrible. Okay. Alright. They smell good. They smell like gummies, so I'm pretty sure they're all the same color, more or less. Yeah, some of them might be slightly darker tinged, but yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to get all the flavors or not, but we're just going to roll with it, and clearance gummies. I get the feeling like these would have been a little bit softer if I'd gotten them when they weren't on clearance. But no, it still tastes nice, like, and they're not like hard or anything. I would imagine I'd be facing a slightly less resistant gummy. Oh, that's nice, actually. I actually really like that. I'm thinking maybe that was the orange strawberry. I had sort of like a, what was it? Kind of a citrusy kind of jive to it. This one's taking longer. That one had a little bit less kick to it. It took a while to get to it. I'm going to go maybe raspberry grape on that one. Seemed to have kind of a grape vibe. I mean, I'm not going to eat all the damn things. I'm just going to kind of roll with it. And if I start running out of flavors, I start running out of flavors. Plus, what the fuck is a magic berry supposed to taste like? The The corpses of Siegfried and Roy. Are they both dead now? I feel like they're both dead now. They might not be. I hope they're not. Joking aside, that one's strawberry watermelon. For sure. Because that one, yeah. That one's really nice, actually. It's got a nice watermelon taste to it. I've definitely had 3 different flavors somehow. And I'm going to assume that it's strawberry watermelon, the raspberry grape, and the orange strawberry. I'd say right now, out of the 3, probably the one I like the most, because it's the most defined, is the strawberry watermelon. Though the orange strawberry was good too. Raspberry grape, if that's what it was a little bit meh. But I'll try a couple more, and then we'll kind of roll from there. I feel like this might be another raspberry grape. It's either raspberry grape or magic berry. It's definitely the same one as the one I had before. I'm going with grape because the most prominent flavor I'm getting is the grape. But unlike the other 2, it really takes a while to get to it. Mostly I'm just getting sort of a sweet gummy taste, and then eventually I'm getting a grape flavor. All right, we're going to do one more, and then that's gonna do it for us. I have no idea what the fucking magic berry is supposed to taste like. I could go through this whole damn thing and not fucking figure that out. Orange strawberry again. Yeah. Very striking orange. Yeah. I mean, okay. Well, at the very least, I got most of the flavors in there. Again, I'm guessing the magic berry one was the one that I didn't get. But at least for the ones that I did, they were actually all really nice. The grape one was a little bit meh. Like, if that was the only flavor that was in there, I would consider these to be a pretty weak bag of gummies. But because you do have the strawberry orange one in there, because you do have the watermelon one in there, those are both really vibrant and nice. So it kind of works along with it, you know. I would have liked the grape, especially, you know, they're purple. Grape is purple. I would have liked to have seen the grape be a little bit more pronounced. I think that would have been nice. But all things considered, you know, and especially considering that they're clearance and, like, definitely, I don't think they're out of date. Are they? If they are, then I gotta give them a... Oh, apparently it turns my tongue blue. Yeah, there you go. They ain't lying. What's your best before? No, we're still good. I've still the best before September, so I've still got a couple weeks left. Cool. Yeah, I mean, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get him again? Would I recommend him? If I ran into him for $1, sure. I think I would. But no, I mean, I think for me, circumstances, sure. And circumstances, sure. I'll say this, you know, the fundamental issue with this one, of course, is the fact that, again, I got it on clearance, you know, so it was only $1. Also, probably wasn't as prime as it would have been had I gotten it again during its initial run cycle, even though it is still in date. There are some pretty good gummies. Like, all things considered, the flavors are pretty nice and everything. You know, like, I probably wouldn't pick them up just for shits and giggles. Like, I have other gummies that I would go to. Like, I like the Welch's fruit gummies. They have actual fruit juice. But for these being what they are, like, the flavors, again, the grape could have been a little bit, again, magic berry, no idea. But, yeah, you know, these are definitely circumstance gummies for me, but at the same time, if I ran into another pack for $1, I'd probably pick it up. By that same token, if I'm recommending them, I don't know when you're going to see this review, but my chances are there's a good likelihood that when you do see it, these might be out of date. So if you do run into them, make sure you double check and see. And, you know, if they're $1, pick them up. They're pretty nice for what they are. If it's past September, let it go. Just let them go. I mean, I'm sure they'll be fine. They're gummies. I can't imagine they would degrade all that much, but still, let them go. Unless they're like 50 cents or something, then maybe risk it. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your... Excuse me. Have yourself truly magical-tastic rest of your life. Ooh, magic. Whatever happened to David Blaine? Did he die? I don't think he died, but like, it seemed like a little bit of an asshat. Or was that David Blaine, or am I thinking of Chris Angel? Or were they both asshats? David Blaine was a street guy, right? Like, he did street magic, but then he also did like crazy stuff. To be fair, they might be perfectly nice guys. Anyway, final two things. Number one, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can't do all the time. I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in your life. Hopefully, do better for yourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what's your opinion on magicians, right? Or illusionists, what you want to call them. For the most part, I respect it. Because there's a lot of shit that has to go right. You really have to know what you're doing to make that stuff happen. But I think a lot of times, one of the things that kind of ruins it for me a little bit is the personas that they take on. Because again, you got like a guy like Chris Angel who, tried this like rock star persona and that whole thing. And he just went too overboard with it. I was kind of on his side at first, because and I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. He's a little edgy. And at a certain point, it was like, no, he just seems like a douche canoe. And maybe he's not, but that's kind of how he started to come off. David Blaine was another one. Like, he didn't have the rock star thing, but like, I don't know, he just had like a smugness about him, especially as he started doing crazier and crazier shit. But at the same time, I still give him full credit, both of them, for being able to do that stuff. It's really impressive. But I think I'm more of like a Penn and Teller kind of guy, where they're just like, look, we're in on the fucking joke, we get it. But what's your personal opinion? Do you have any favorite magicians, or do you not? You just think the whole thing's stupid?